guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over a couple of different articles dealing with the subject of Instagram models trying to entrap men into cheating. And guys, this growing trend, which apparently is a growing trend, is where these Instagram models will reach out to random guys at the request of these guys' girlfriends or wives, and I'll get into more how that happens in a moment, and essentially hitting on them, flirting with them in the hope to get the guy to engage with her, flirt with her, and even more icing on the cake for them is to try to arrange to meet up with them, only to report back to their wives and girlfriends that they're doing this, and basically, they're setting the guy up. Or these types are reaching out to random guys that they see pictures of, and they chat with the guy, flirt with them, set the stage, and then they use the conversation as a source on their TikTok or Instagram to gain followers and exposures and grow their channel or their whatever the hell you want to call it. It's shameless. And yet, unfortunately, guys are falling for this. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I've said this from day one. I don't encourage any guy here that's a relationship guy, because I know I got plenty watching me, to go cheat on their girls. I mean, that's just not cool. That's sadly what they do, and we don't want that. I don't want that going on. And I always say, if you're unhappy in the relationship, just move on. But regardless, I can see being a man, and I understand how a darn good-looking woman talking to us definitely will catch our attention. I don't want you guys to fall in the situation where you're entrapped. That you're on social media, some pretty girl hits you up, starts flirting with you and all that, and then one thing leads to another, and then you're in deep shit, okay? And it's all a giant setup. That's what apparently is starting to go on. There's different articles about this. It never ceases to amaze me what goes on in today's world with social media, the internet, and all that. So, by the way, a big shout out to Richard for sending me this article. Richard sent me the one I'm going to go over first, and then I dug up some more ones to, add to this story. So the first one is, makes my heart sink. A woman conducts loyalty tests with disastrous results. It says here, a woman who conducts loyalty tests on men at the request of their girlfriends has shared a disastrous result which has ruined her faith in guys. Honey regularly shares clips on her DMs to her TikTok account, where she reveals if the men have passed or failed. One encounter posted at the end of December amassed more than 2.6 million views and can be seen here. As Honey said, I almost ran out of town, but this was insane. I'm never trusting a man again. And this is a woman, she's only 20 years old. She's really pretty, in my opinion. And yeah, she's mentioning how, I'm not quite sure how it happens, but somehow she's requested by these girlfriends or wives, supposedly, to set these guys up. And then she does this and now gets all this exposure, okay, to help grow her brand, grow her. She says, as with all her videos, she starts by sharing the message from the suspicious girlfriend or wife as they give Honey their partner's Instagram details, as well as any background information needed to make the sting plausible. So they set the guy up. Now, it's not mentioned here, at least I don't recall, how these girls get in touch with her. That's the suspicious part, which makes me think one little part of this particular article, could be a setup just to grow her thing. In the clip, the wife reveals she and her husband have been together for 9 years, but she says recently he's been really sneaky and staying at work late, so I'm suspicious of him. Staying at work late? Maybe he's staying late because he's trying to get his job done or work extra hard to get a promotion to take care of the family. Did you ever think about that? And define sneaky behavior. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of guys out there that are lowlives and that could actually be married to a decent gal and cheat on them. I'm not saying that's impossible, but come on here. It says here, now listen to this. Statistics from the Institute for Family Values, the IFS, claim data from 2017 show on average American men cheat more than women, 20% compared to with 13, citing the General Societal Survey, GSS. Well, I call BS on that, especially nowadays, 2021, 2022. And that seems to be the precedent. As he noted, trend data going back to the 1990s suggests that men have always been more likely than women to cheat. I'm not saying that men didn't cheat, but I will say this, women are much sneakier at it and better to hide it covering their tracks. How do I know? How many stories have I done here? Not just articles, but stories from you guys They share a piece of your lives with me from all over the world and never saw it coming. Never knew what was going on for years. Guys are not, no offense, but guys just aren't as good at covering their tracks. After getting all his details, Honey shoots him a message telling him he's cute. At first he says, well, thank you very much for the compliment. You are aware that I have a family. So right there, she's reaching, you're cute. Already setting the stage, flirting with him, giving him attention. And right here he says, thank you, but I have a family. But she persists. They strike up a conversation with Honey stressing, referring to the wife. She was telling me everything to say, so I was not saying this on my own. The man initially seems faithful as he says, I cannot have a conversation with you, I'm sorry. But after around 40 minutes, he follows up with, you are very beautiful. I can't help but look at your page. Okay, now it wasn't mentioned any kind of dialogue in between there, but the point is, she's setting him up. This is entrapment. Okay? Right there. This guy's totally set up. Now, is it cool that he's obviously pursuing this? Of course not. But she set the stage. She says, I wanted to be as dry as I could be. That way, if he was making any moves, it was on him and not me, the 20-year-old clarified. Bullshit. You started this. You were hitting on him. You were setting the whole thing up. So I don't want to hear, if it's on him, not me. No, As they chatted, the man began to change his tune, saying, I do have a wife, but there's no harm in having a new friend. Which he later followed up with, I would never cheat on my wife, but a young girl like you makes me want to. Now, this is when this guy's being a dumbass, and at this point he is cheating, and that's obviously not cool, but back to my point, she set the stage. Things progressed, and the man wanted to meet Honey, and after she told him where she was, with information given by the wife, he said it was very tempting. After he asked to meet, Honey reminds him, I'm not sure if that's appropriate considering you have a wife. So again, this is the one that reaches out to him, you're cute, but now she's changing her tune. Well, I'm not sure if that's appropriate considering you have a wife, when she could obviously see that when she saw his pictures and his profile and all that. But he says, she doesn't mind me having friends though, then sends a location for a Starbucks to meet up in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll be honest, I keep thinking of you, he tells her as they arrange to meet the next day. Honey signs off by saying she'll meet with him there as she relayed everything to his wife. And I wonder if the wife just goes and yells at the guy, or if the wife meets him there and surprise, like the Pina Colada song. It seems the man turned up as he messaged Honey, want to meet you inside, or would you like to meet in my truck? People were suitably horrified in the comments, with Emma admitted, 9 years down the drain, a whole family. This just scares me to ever get married. There are guys that are going to cheat. I'm not denying it, and that's not cool, but she set it up. Another remarked, a man is only as faithful as his options. It goes both ways. Another one, Christina thought, they're all dogs. I don't care what anyone says. That is not true. We may be dogs in the sense that we're going to most certainly notice every pretty girl walking by. That doesn't mean that all guys are going to act on it. So come on here. While Emil Bentley added, the way he tried for 4 seconds and then immediately gave up. People were desperate to know how things panned out, and in part 2, Honey revealed things took a weird turn. She shared another message claiming to be from the wife, where she heaped the blame on Honey. She asked Honey to block her husband, saying, it's your fault. You tempted him. I know I wanted to do this, but you took it too far. My husband and I are happy. This was a mistake. So now the wife who supposedly hired her, and whose husband obviously fell for it, now she's blaming the chick for doing it. Accountability. The IFS noted that among ever-minded adults who have cheated on their spouses, 40% are divorced or separated. They added, by comparison, that only 17% of adults who were faithful to their spouse are no longer married. On the flip side, only about half of the cheaters are currently married, compared with 76% who did not cheat. So there you go, guys. That's the first one, where she's being hired supposedly to go do this. Now the second article, because these are brief, guys, the second article is from a woman. She's 28, and by the way, you guys, I'll post the links to these articles so you can check out, you can read them for yourselves and see the pictures of these girls. The second one I'm going to do is titled Instagram Model Helps Women Catch Cheating Men by Sliding into Their DMs. Now this is the one. She's older. She's about 28, a brunette, and in my opinion, she's hot. So you can see it's no problem for her to get your typical guy to engage with her and so forth. And what she does is it sounds like she just simply finds guys, sees pictures of them on their profile of them with their girlfriends or wives, and without the wives knowing, I believe, reaches out to them and tries to do the same thing, and then uses the conversation to post on a separate account to draw a lot of attention and obviously give her exposure, and obviously at the end of the day make money. Fooling these poor suckers. So again, guys, for you guys on social media, be very careful. So this one starts off, it says, it's a quick one. A model from California is helping women catch cheating cads on Instagram. Paige Woolen, 28, who has over, wait for it, 200,000 followers on her main account, has a side account for which she slides into the DMs of men who are suspected of cheating to see if she can catch them in the act. More entrapment. She says, I've been noticing a lot of guys that DM me on my personal account had profile photos with their girlfriends. Okay, so some of this is guys reaching out to her. Okay, that's different. Woolen told the Star, it got me wondering if their girlfriends know or care that they DM random girls with photos in their bikinis. Well, these guys are dumbasses if they got pictures with their girls on there and think that nothing's going to happen. She posts images of the direct messages exchanges she has with the men on Instagram, thus exposing the would-be cheaters. She wrote to one partnered man recently saying, just thought you were so cute. Was hoping to meet up with you if you're single, of course. Okay, now back to the entrapment part. The man replied instantly, I'm single enough. Do you have Snapchat? Another man flirted, claiming he was single, despite his Instagram account being full of pictures of his girlfriend. Well, dumbass, obviously she can see that. Woolen, whose main Instagram account is filled with bikini pictures of herself, said she was surprised at her exchanges with the men. She says most of them either didn't answer, or if they did, said something mean or informed me they had a girlfriend, Woolen said in an interview, or a few lied and said they were single. She added, I personally believe snitches get stitches, but it felt like using the power of Instagram for good and helping out my female followers. Oh, because never in the history of the world have women cheated on good men. It's all the guys that are the bad ones. Like I make it clear, guys do cheat. There are a lot of guys out there who are lowlives, okay? And there are, I've said it before, I know a lot of you guys don't believe me, but there are good girls out there, but it's become more and more rare as time has gone on this wacko Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0 world that we have here. But there are some. And if they get a guy that's, and they're good to him, and he's cheating on it, that ain't cool. But, so what I'm trying to get from this, guys, is just, you guys on social media, be careful. Be careful if sudden random girls start messaging you and chit-chatting with you. It could be a setup one way or another just to advance, to further their career in hopes of getting a lot of attention and making money off their thing. Even if you were the straight-laced, perfect husband or boyfriend forever, all it takes is that one time. And we all know darn well, because we're all men here, beautiful woman starts chatting you up, believe me, our mind goes to the gutter. Okay, let's not, we're all adults, we're all men here, let's not bullshit each other. But so be careful. Now the last one I'm going to go over, this has nothing to do with the cheating part, but just goes to show you what these gals do to get attention. This is about a gal who tried to test men, where she's an Instagram model, and she's on the thicker side, but obviously that would be attractive to a lot of guys out there, where she dressed up all fancy with tight-ass pants on, and put her camera phone in the back of her pants, walking around to record dudes checking her out, and pretty much trying to make us out to be these shameless pigs that were checking her out. But given the outfit she was wearing, because if you click on the link, you'll see in the description, you'll see what she looks like, you'll see the pants she was wearing, so people are going to notice. And not just women are going to notice this too. And simply just making an issue of this, and guys, I thought it'd be a fun one to cover real quick. This one says, Instagram model catches dozens of men gawking at her curvaceous body as she strolls by them with her cell phone hidden in her back pocket. And it says here, a stunning Instagram model has caught dozens of men blatantly staring at her butt after recording them with a phone hidden in her back pocket. Alexis Morgan, 24, from Miami, Florida, has amassed over 4.1 million followers on an Instagram page. And obviously she got those followers by the types of pictures she has. And if you click on the link, you'll see her pictures and examples of her Instagram pictures. And you can see why she gets a lot of attention, because she has no problem hiding her bod, where she posts sizzling photos of herself or of her curvaceous figure in skin-tight lingerie and racy swimsuits. Known for her killer curves, she set up a social experiment to see how many men gawk at her when she goes out in public. And she loved every minute of it, and this was a gimmick to get attention and make videos of this just to bring in the views, bring in the subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call it. Be aware of that, guys. She says, I want to see how many stares my booty gets, she tells the camera. I'm going to put the camera right here. What I tell you about attention and validation? Alexa places her phone in the back pocket of her pants with the camera facing outwards and turned on, recording anyone with a lingering eye. If she's pretty and got a good body, or at least what a guy considers to be a good body, and is wearing pants so tight that it would take like a shoehorn to squeeze her ass in there, of course a guy's going to look. Come on here. And it doesn't make us these horrible dogs and pigs for doing so. It's just we're human beings. If a handsome guy was walking down the street, say he's at the beach, and this guy is tall and he's jacked with a six-pack, you can bet your ass women are gawking at him too. So it goes both ways. The hilarious video shows dozens of men taking a glimpse of her behind, with some brazen onlookers even pointing and giving her nods of approval. The Instagram star added funny audio effects to the reactions to the delight of her fans. The video has been liked more than 114,000 times and left many Instagram users in hysterics over the guy's reactions. Which reaction was your favorite? Alexa asked in the caption. It was the last one for me. One person wrote, dude turned his head a whole 180 just to see. Another added, the last one bro cracked his spine to look. I'm crying the last one, someone also commented. Alexis, who describes herself as a published model, entrepreneur, and philanthropist in her Instagram bio, loves showing off her ample backside on her page. I didn't look at her page because I'm not going to give her the attention. However, I did see some pictures they showed in the article, and this is, of course, what she wanted. And yes, she most certainly likes to show off her rear. Many of her racy photos show her striking a pose in G-strings or skimpy costumes, and she also likes to post gag videos of herself flashing her voluptuous body in public. So there you go, guys. Yet another one that likes to do things on purpose to get a reaction out of guys to grow their page. So the moral of this whole story in the video is, guys, amongst many other things, is number one, watch out if you get sudden messages of gals interested in you, because it could be a setup to further their career, or maybe if you are a relationship guy, your girlfriend or wife, maybe set it up. Who knows? And also, guys, don't give these girls attention. If you're on Instagram, you want to follow somebody, follow me. Okay, I'm on Instagram. You can follow me. But don't follow these types. Don't go liking all their stuff, because it only just continues as bullshit. Okay? So if right now you're on Instagram and you follow some of these quote-unquote models, stop following them, stop liking them, stop commenting, stop giving the attention, because this is one of the reasons we're in this mess that it is, how things have gotten ridiculous. Okay? The attention and validation that guys get. So stop that. And I'm sure most people following me for a while don't do that anymore, but I get news people all the time, so cut it out, because believe me, you're nothing but a fan to them. They're not going to talk to you. They're not interested in you. All you are is a number to help them grow. End of story. All right, guys, that is it for today. Little public service announcement about this particular thing going on. Be sure to like the video, guys, and be sure to comment down below. Let me just think about this. And again, back to the Instagram thing. If you guys are on Instagram or locals, be sure to check me out. Strong, successful male, making a big push for social media this year. It's been growing really well since I started talking about this a week ago. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.